Well, Facebook officials are on Capitol Hill today for a hearing on the company's plan for their proposed cryptocurrency. In June, Facebook announced they would launch Libra, which would run on a blockchain-based system called Calibra. The goal is to make sending money easier while eliminating the volatility of a standard cryptocurrency. 27 companies have joined Facebook as partners in the Libra project in order to oversee transaction that would take place within the digital market. Well, today's meeting on Capitol Hill, it came at the request of the Senate Banking Committee. For years, Facebook has faced scrutiny over users' personal data, and this has led to growing concerns over the social media giant's capabilities once they join the digital currency market. Well, earlier, the head of Calibra at Facebook, David Marcus, addressed this.
I want to make clear that we recognize we're only at the beginning of this journey. Federal Reserve Chairman Powell has said publicly that the process for launching Libra needs to be patient and thorough, rather than a sprint to implementation. Secretary Mnuchin reinforced those views at his press conference yesterday. We strongly agree with both of them. We will take the time to get this right. We expect the review of Libra to be among the most extensive ever. We are fully committed to working with regulators here and around the world. And let me be clear and unambiguous. Facebook will not offer the Libra digital currency until we have fully addressed regulators concerned and received appropriate approvals.
Well, joining us now from San Francisco is CNET News editor-at-large Ian Sherr. So, Ian, explain to our viewers, what is it about Libra? Why does Facebook want to enter the cryptocurrency world?
Well, Facebook says that they are trying to help the unbanked, all of these billions of people who exist throughout the world who don't have access to a normal bank like you and me. And that this is a big problem. You know, people are stashing money under their mattresses or in coffee cups or whatever, and it isn't safe. It's a problem for them. In a large part of the world, people are using their cell phones as banks, and this is kind of a way to try and solve for that.
So the Trump administration has said that it's concerned about Facebook's plans and Bitcoin in general. I want to play for you what Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said yesterday.
As the president has said, Bitcoin is highly volatile and based on thin air. We are concerned about the speculative nature of Bitcoin and will make sure that the U.S. financial system is protected from fraud.
So what is the White House so concerned about when it comes to Facebook and cryptocurrency?
They're worried about a couple of things. One is that they're worried about the wild swings that Bitcoin has had. And, you know, that's something that President Trump brought up when he was tweeting about this. And the other thing is fraud and also using this as a way to do illicit transactions. You know, one of the biggest problems that exists with Bitcoin in general that we've seen over the last few years is that it's untraceable, right? You can't really tell who's on the other end of it. And as a result, people have been hackers and bad state actors have been using it to collect money. And that's a problem, too. So I think that Facebook needs to really be able to answer all of that stuff to really allay a lot of Congress and the administration's concerns.
You know, Facebook's reputation has really taken a beating lately. So why should the public trust them with cryptocurrency in their banking?
And that is the key question that came out of today's hearing. I think that this trust issue is going to keep coming up again and again. You know, Facebook says that they are partnering with over 24 other organizations, that the information is not going to be monetized and all of this types of stuff. But, you know, one of the things that they've made clear is that they're willing to go through this whole regulatory rigmarole to convince everyone that they are trustworthy. And at least they're doing that instead of, you know, pushing forward and then asking for forgiveness later.
Ian Sherr, I want to thank you so much for joining us, Ian, to break down this story.
Thanks for having me.
You bet.